Frank Mondeose here, Costa Rica, Playa Palada, just outside of a town called Nosara. So it's post ISTA. Been here in Costa Rica at Gilly's place for about a week. So we're at supper at La Luna in Playa Palada, and I'm just feeling like there's so much beauty happening, and it's our last night as our group together. We've been 12 people on rotation, people coming and going at the house. So much ease, so much neurological ease. People are really understanding what sovereignty is, owning their desires, owning their no, tons of respect, lots of all consent. We really are getting a glimpse into what it feels like to live in a world where we're conscious and we're allowing eros to flow. And sometimes personally, when I'm like home and in the winter and stuck in my house and not connected to people, I find my sexuality starts to like build up, and maybe I have greater desire, and therefore I'm much more either coming from lack or hunger. And so this energy is uncomfortable. And whereas when we're just amongst a group of people in our ease with our bodies, in our ease with our sexuality, it's like eros flows. And eros, when I speak of eros, I'm not talking about erotic and having sexual intercourse, but a just natural flow of erotic energy. And that looks like being comfortable in your skin, being naked, surrounding yourself with beauty and nature, connected to the nature, connected to the water, feeling the water, hugging freely, melting hugs, not hugs with why am I holding on too long, actually just melting into the hug, feeling each other's chakras line up against each other, feeling our hearts connect, dropping into the subtle energies that actually define our aliveness. And I feel when I'm in this energy is that I'm not lacking, I'm not hungry. I don't even have to be having sex every day or self-pleasuring every day, although we encourage self-pleasure every day. It's just like it's natural, it's flowing. So for me, it's what I experienced in this last week was a glimpse into what life could be when we've done our personal work, when we've done our reclaiming of our body, releasing of shame, fear, and guilt, being in our natural state, being in our ease with our natural state, speaking our desires, making requests, owning our no, which means like sometimes a request is made and it's like, actually no, that doesn't interest me, how about we do this instead, which is completely different. So yeah, it's just beautiful to be in an environment of ease and beauty and of flow. So I just want to bring you to the table, introduce you to some of the people that we had the opportunity to live this experience. So on the table we have beautiful Nimrod, Elaya, Gilly, the owner of Paradise Point, Amy, the owner of Paradise Point, Shlomo, the owner of Alia, which you've seen earlier episode where we did a journey at Alyam. We have Nitzan as well from Colombia that we met as well. Diana from Colombia. Araminta, as we know. I just maybe go around the table popcorn style and see who wants to share about the experience we've had so far.
I felt like you didn't need to get anywhere. You didn't need to be anywhere else than where we were in that moment. Because everywhere you're surrounded from inside and outside, there's just love and freedom.
Yes.
Amen.
Gilly, you started Paradise Point. What was your intention of it, and how did it look this week?
My intention, it was actually to create a sanctuary where my friends, my family can just relax and be themselves. So that was the intention of that place, that people can just drop in to who they are in every given moment and feel loved through that, and feel accepted and feel appreciated and heal. And
so how did we do?
Oh my God, I was living my dream this week, and we worked hard at ISTA. We worked hard. We were on. We showed up, And this week was all about really living it. And I think for me it was desire was strong this week, and everybody was gifting. Because the word desire was very strong for me because we were really expressing our desires freely and there was a lot of safety. And the gifting was amazing. So yeah, we gifted the space, but I just felt like everybody just wanted to come in with their gifts and talents and give more and more and more and more. And there was just no counting, calculations, accounting, just space of body. And then the primal animals started to get chilled and relaxed. And you know, the more that we came, it was just like comfortable in the body, and I didn't feel we needed any protection.
No.
I didn't even feel I need to be vulnerable. Like this word was gone. Like I think when you're vulnerable, you're like a little uncomfortable. Do you need to open up? I was just like open.
You were just open, present.
Yes, and
So
people
yes.
just kind of received it.
Yes.
Yes.
I felt there was space for everything. Like I joined the week later, and it felt just like super spacious container that everything was welcome and there was no agenda, nothing needs to happen.
So hold on, when you say welcome and we're talking to the camera, everybody's gonna be like, anything could happen, or there people are thinking, oh, we had orgies, and
No.
what does it mean when what you just explained?
Like-
What it's open, anything could happen.
What I felt that it was like the energy was super open, like there was a lot of space for everybody to be themselves, to show up where they were. There was no agenda to go anywhere. And the Eros was very alive, but it was it also didn't have an agenda. It didn't
Right.
need to go into nothing. It's just like I felt like we were surfing the waves.
Versus performance and trying to get
Yes,
somewhere.
For me, it was amazing. But the first day when I arrived in the Paradise Point, I felt a bit like it was all in my mind. Yeah, do I have a pressure to join it? Do I have to do anything? Is it part of me? What is this thing? People all around, just flowing naked, doing what they do, and it was hard for me to find my place. And then the longer time I spent there, I just realized I just don't need to do anything. There are no expectations. You can do whatever you want. You can make love. You can read a book. You can do whatever. It's just there.
And that was very healing, just to be in a space where you can be yourself, that there is no need to perform, there is no need to please. There is no need, it was just being, it's just sharing love. Delicious,
and
delicious.
It was so safe, like, you know, if you need to set some boundaries, you can do it, and the other person will understand and will respect it. So you feel so safe to do whatever, because you can say no, and the other person will say, okay, I understand, I respect it. Or you will receive no from somebody and he will say, okay, this is your journey, this is my journey, is no, all these games and attachments, and why is it no? It's
Manipulation, control.
Blackmailing, all this stuff. It's just everyone so authentic.
It's the longest time, I think it was 5 days, that I stayed in one place. I didn't have to go off to a hike or didn't have to go off to the beach or go off and do anything. I was absolutely happy and at home just being where I was, because I can just be myself and do anything we want, and everybody's accepting of everything.
Spiritual, sexual, shamanic experience, and being manifested in its best. As the vibration that was moving through the room was so delicious in a very grounded way, and the vibration was harmonious. So to spend that time in relatively small place for 12 people, and don't really encounter triggers, or don't really encounter moments of uneasiness or something else, or even if it was slight, it felt like it was dissolved into communication so fastly that everything was just able to happen as it wants to happen, and without us trying to do what we think we want to do or what we wish it would happen, but actually just staying very tuned to what really wants to emerge and allow it to happen.
Well, just about ISTA in general, it's remembering who you are. It's your essence. It's those parts that you've forgotten, you're afraid to embrace. And the feeling of acceptance to be your truly authentic self. And the space that is held for you to do this work is phenomenal. There's no other place like it. So I'm really grateful.
Thank you for lending us your place and opening up your home.
Our pleasure.
And giving us the opportunity to dive deeper and have our playground. Because ISTA is a laboratory, and so when we have these opportunities to have these mini tribal gatherings post ISTA, it's where we actually have the chance to put our tools into practice. So these are blessed times and blessed areas, and I'm so excited to have the first North American tribal gathering happening in September of 2018. Yes. So Frank and Araminta signing off from Costa Rica, reminding you to let love free. It's the only way we'll ever change anything. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe now.